Well, folks, welcome to our show today. We are at the Winter Outdoor Rendezvous.
Yes, we
I
are.
think is the official name in Greenville, Texas, the first annual, and I can see this happening a lot. It's just north of downtown Greenville, and next year we're going to do it again. We're already making plans.
Right, we've got a lot of sponsors and friends here joining us today, and we have absolutely beautiful, beautiful day. It's going to be low 60s. We've got the campfire going. Luke's got some barbecue cooking. We've got the sides ready to go. We are having fun. So we're going to take today and we're going to dedicate this show to visiting with some of our friends, some of our sponsors, kind of interview some of them, talk a little bit about what they do.
And while we're right here, I would like to thank some people. We have the banners up. Pyramid Air helped us a lot with this. We've got the banner. They make everything in the world for air guns, tanks, anything to do with an air rifle or shooting air rifles. Pyramid Air, smoke techs, electric smokers. I'm all continually bragging on my smoke techs. I use them to cook all that meat. Use my smoke techs. And Gearhead Archery is right here. I've got the catalog. So we'll give them to our friends out here. But those folks helped us to be here and do this. Hopefully they'll be with us next year.
Well, look, we got a little live music going. We've got some vendors out here, so we'll come back and visit with you periodically throughout the day. We're going to interview some folks, and we're just going to make it a great day, huh, buddy?
It's going to be fun, and it's already fun. You bet.
All right, we'll be back.
All right, folks, we are at our campfire. We have all kind of good stuff: pork, chicken, some of that Kubi sausage, and coffee pot over there. David Hanson, my longtime buddy, David Hanson. Billy Kilpatrick, my nephew. Now, both of these guys are fishing guides. Billy's a retired, one of the best crappie guides I ever fished with. Everybody knows Jeff. But we're here just to have a good time. We're out here at the Rendezvous. And these two guys, I want to tell you about them. Now, a good friend of mine, Larry Large, about 10 years ago, and I started an outfitting business up in Colorado for elk and bear. This rascal was our first camp manager until he thinks he got too old. He said he wants to retire a little bit. So Billy took the bull by the horns from the get-go on that deal and organized a heck of a backcountry camp. And now David come in several years ago and took up the slack. And personally, I pulled out of it a couple years ago. I figured there's other stuff I need to be doing, at my advanced years. And that's what we're doing. We're gonna get into this. I didn't mention we have a blackberry coffee down there for us.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
This looks just like the campfire up in Colorado a whole lot. It's got the old steel kettle pots to cook in, and
Is the cooking as good as yours though up there? Because you guys are cooks, man. These guys are camp cooks, right here.
I never heard nobody complain about David's cooking.
I've eaten his food. Oh yeah.
Anything when you're standing around a fire, I don't care if you've been fishing, squirrel hunting, just outside talking. Whatever you fix, it's the best food you've ever had.
Of course.
Camp cook, camp food is 90% of the trip.
It's a big part of it. Well, if I hear the band kicking off back over here, so there'll be some good music. What do you say we think about making a play here in a little bit?
Let's do that, and we'll go around and we'll visit with some more of our friends in and around the property here. What a great day. So we'll be back, folks. We're going to visit with Stubby over there. I see some other folks back in the background. Maybe we'll catch up with Friendly in a little bit, and we'll be back in just a few moments.
Well, folks, it is Luke Clayton, and I want to show you something right here that I am very, very proud of. My Gearhead bow. I've taken a couple of hogs with it, and I'm deer hunting. I'm down at Berkut Bass Ranch at a buddy of mine's, and I'm going to be deer hunting. Let me show you something here. Now, this is the coolest thing in the world, and the first time I have ever shot a bow with a shoot-through riser. I'm going to look right at you here. There's a riser here. There's a riser here. Look at the arrow on this gearhead bow, right in the middle. And if you think that doesn't make a difference, you know, for many, many years, me and I guess every other bow hunter been shooting one side of the riser or the other. This thing shoots straight through. Folks, check them out online. This is the bow that I hunt with, and I've got a lot, I love it, lots of confidence in it. GearheadArchery.com.
Well, welcome back, folks. Here we are live. We've got Stubby with us here, Stubby Stubblefield with Stubby's Cheese Bait. Take a look at that. Stubby, welcome to the show.
Thank you, sir.
Welcome to the show. Shannon and Stubby, this is their product. This stuff, folks, is awesome. We've tried this stuff and we continue to use this stuff because if you want to catch catfish, man, this is it. So welcome, boys.
Yeah, thank you, man. Thank you, Jim. Yeah, appreciate it.
Usually we're out on the lake floating around catching catfish. But you know, back to Stubby's catfish bait. Now, this is a fact. I fished with catfish baits for years and years and years. Lots of things will catch catfish, right, Stubby?
Oh, yeah.
From an earthworm to a red wiggler to
anything.
But this bait, I mean, I have fished with it a lot, and it smells. It's a pleasant smelling bait. That's one of the big things, and plus it stays on the hook. Look here.
That's the whole ticket to it. You actually put it on by your hands.
Yeah, and the nice thing is when you do this after, you don't have that,
Don't have the smell.
No.
Yeah, it's a pleasant bait, but I will say this, not every pleasant catfish bait I've ever used catches fish. This does.
Yeah, this does.
We know
Makes the
firsthand.
difference.
Yeah.
Makes a difference.
So, Stubby, anybody in Northeast Texas knows how to track Stubblefield down at Lake Fork, but like I always like you to leave a number or something for people who want to learn about catching catfish.
Yeah.
Or whatever, talking fishing at Lake Fork. How do they reach
Yeah,
you?
they can get a hold of me at 817-366-5492 or 903-520-3635, or Shannon's got a number now. He's organized up with me. So what's your number, Shannon?
903-987-2315.
So both of us guide on fork, and it's mainly my catfish bait. I made it as a hobby years ago, and 6 tons later, and it's still going. And Jeff's got a rod.
We're not gonna stop without talking about this right here. Stubby makes these rods, and man, they are beautiful. Stubby, you want to tell our folks a little bit about what you do? And
Okay, I order blanks from Mudhole, and I get them straight in, just the blanks, no guides, no handles, anything. And the thing is about these rods is they've got a spine in them, which a lot of people don't know. And you find the spine before you ever put the handle, the guides, or anything, and it makes them balanced. And these are 100% graphite. There's no components or anything to them. They're very, very sensitive, and their backbones on them is very strong. You can pull a fish out of the water with these without any problem. They're all spined, and they're so sensitive that when I get a blank, I can actually put it on my throat and I talk in it, and you can feel it vibrate plumb through the handle. They're very good quality rods. I started making them as fun. That was almost 59 of them later, and now I just ordered 17 more to build.
Stubby guarantees they'll catch fish.
They
right?
will
guarantee.
Guarantee you put some cheese bait on there, you will catch fish.
I tell you, my nephew, Billy Kilpatrick, who's over here at the campfire helping me cook, he got one. Billy guided for crappie at Lake Levon for 22 years.
Yeah.
He absolutely, when Stubby gave him a little test on that, he put an order in for one.
He was with fishing that day with Luke and I, and was up playing, and he got a hold of one rod, and he kind of like,
So he knew.
He said, as soon as we got back at the house, he said, Stubby, would you kindly make me one of those, sir? And I said, yes, sir. So he's been using it ever since.
He cherished it. He saw her seeing baby in that rod around.
He doesn't throw it around.
Thanks for being with us, man.
Oh, you bet. Thank you,
We
Jeff.
Certainly appreciate it.
Shannon.
Thank y'all very much.
bet.
Good to see you guys out here.
Yeah.
It's going to be a fun-filled day, folks, so stick with us. We got a lot more fun activities going on here out at the Winter Ron-De-Voux, so we'll be back after this commercial message.
Yeah.
Have you been successful in your hunts? If not, maybe you need to change some of the products that you're using. Today, I want to talk just a little bit about Texas-raised hunting products. Luke and I use these exclusively, and we use them because why? They work. Number one, it's paramount that you cover your scent. Texas-raised hunting products makes Scent Guardian. We start with this product. We spray down, and it completely eliminates any odor that you might be carrying into the woods with you. We start with this product, and they have an array of products for all hunting situations, whether it's for buck scrapes. They have the little canisters here, buck DNA. We put these out, and the animals, I mean, they react to these. We've got some sow seduction that we use, brings in both boar and sow. They work extremely well. I encourage you folks to get out there and try some of these products. Use what works. We have been very successful using these products. Again, it's Texas Raised Hunting Products. You can find them at texasraisedhuntingproducts.com, or just as easy to reach out to catfishradio.org to learn more information about these products.
I wouldn't let my dear Savior in when Jesus came like a stranger in the night. Praise the Lord, I saw the light. I saw the light, Lord, I saw the light. There's no more darkness and no more night. Now I'm so happy, no sorrow inside. Praise the Lord, I saw the light. A fool to wonder and strain.
Folks, thank all of you for being out here with us. We've got a bunch of good food and a fun time going on. I never dreamed there'd be this many people here for our first one, but how about this music? My gosh, you guys are good. I think this could go on into a later evening, but I think we're supposed to stop at 4. But I want to thank everybody for being with us, and I'm already making plans. We need to do this again next year. Carry on.
I saw the light.
Well, folks, now we are at the booth of my good long-term buddy, Mr. Bill Carey, Striper Express up at Texoma, the oldest, one of the best, striper guide service up at Lake Texoma. I've known Bill for 36 years. I remember when Bill called me and said, "Hey Luke, I want you to come up here. I'm creating the biggest striper service up here and the biggest boat, Striper Express," right, Bill?
Yes, sir.
Well, man, you've hung with it, and your guys are still hammering those stripers.
36 years. Yes, sir. Things are good at the lake, folks. And we might as well, you probably already know where we are. We're at Luke's first annual rendezvous in Greenville, Texas. And I wasn't going to miss this for the world, but what we offer is the best striped bass fishing in the world. Our lake is just a natural phenomenon. It reflects by the daily limit of 10 fish per person. Our niche, our outside the box, is we use artificial lures. We don't use live bait. We tell people it's the thrill of the hunt, and you're in the game from start to finish, casting, setting that hook, fighting that fish to the finish, and it's just fun for young and old alike. They're easy fish to catch most days, and I'm just glad to be here.
We're glad to have you. And the winter fishing at Texoma, that's one of my favorite times to go to Texoma, is the winter time. You're not out there when you fish with Bill and his team of guides. You're not out there at the break of day. You guys start about 9:30 or?
Yeah, 10:30 in the morning, all winter.
Yeah, and get some of those. And we just partook of some of those.
Just going to say, I said, that fish you brought, thank you for bringing that.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Appreciate it. Right out of Texoma.
They were swimming this morning.
Oh boy! So they were awful good.
So Bill, these are what you're using
Right.
as,
Yes, sir.
as bait. So folks, take a look at that. We've got obviously some plastics, some like jigging type spoons, poppers and those type things. So give our viewers kind of a play-by-play. What's, a day on the water? What's it like?
Okay. Well, right now, folks, we're throwing soft plastics. These are the soft plastic tails with the lead head jig heads, and these are schooling fish. This is the beauty of it. We'll be fishing. Luke will say fish on, and it'll domino down the boat. We'll all have one. They go into a feeding frenzy. And right now it's soft plastics and slabs. These are the lead spoons on the bottom, called a slab in Texas. And oh heck, these fish get really fat and sassy in the winter. They bite year round, but right now they're putting on weight fast. And here after the first of the year, we will start trophy hunting. And that is when we go out and we run structure routes, throw bigger jigs. The Roadrunner Blake Moore bucktail is a big bait. We put a 9-inch curltail worm behind it. There's one in here. And it's just a wonderful lake. We've been doing it for 36 years. Luke was talking to me on the radio, and he asked me, well, how do you explain your longevity without a blink? I said, the lake. And that's what makes it all possible.
It's the only natural striped bass lake, to my knowledge, in this part of the world, thanks to the salinity, in the Red and the Washita River, about 40 miles up from the mouth of the lake, right, Bill?
Yes, sir.
So, yeah, text over. If you haven't been exposed to some hot striper fishing, give Bill a call. He's always ready to give some tips, and you stay pretty close to that phone, and you'll be ready to visit with them.
So Bill, how does someone get a hold of you? Can you share with their
We're easy
audience?
to reach, folks. Nowadays, with the internet, we're everywhere. Striper Express. And our phone number is 903-786-4477. But go to Facebook, any social networking, the internet, striperexpress.com, you'll find us. We've been around.
Well, I know I'm looking forward to getting up and visiting you up there and doing some filming. So I know Bill and I were talking a little earlier, so we're going to maybe try to pin a date down, and Luke and I will run up there, and we're going to bring you some Fast and Furious action out there on Lake Texoma. So thank you for joining us today. We really appreciate it. And
Betcha, fellas.
Thank you, buddy.
thank you for
inviting
bringing
me.
the fish. That fish was fantastic, folks. I mean,
Y'all pay attention to the calendar. We'll do this same time, same place next year.
absolutely.
That's
All right. Well, thank you, Bill. We appreciate you joining
My
us.
pleasure, folks.
Thank you, folks. We'll be back. Okay, folks, welcome back to the show. We have got our very special guest, Cameron Brinkerhoff. Cameron is with Air Force Air Guns.
Right.
Cameron, welcome to the show. How are you doing, buddy?
Doing well.
Last time we were with Cameron, we went and shot a bunch of hogs, didn't we?
We did. It's been a little while.
We're planning another outing, so get ready.
Sooner than later, I hope.
So what's going on with Air Force Air Guns? You got some new stuff coming up? Anything you want to share with us?
Well, you and Luke know you've been playing with the new valve and the carbon fiber tank on the Texan, which is bumped the power up, made him shoot a little further, shooting a little heavier bullets now. So we've been running with that. We're still working on getting that going with other calibers too. So hopefully that'll drift down into the 35 and the 30 and the 257 lines of the Texan. So we're working on that. We've got a couple things coming up with SHOT Show next month. So some stuff I can't talk about just yet.
Top secret stuff, folks. It's coming,
but-
and I know it's good stuff.
Yeah, I think it's some stuff that's a little different than
Right.
what we've been doing. Some of it, and then some of it's right in line with other things we've been doing. So I'll leave it at that. But a lot of things coming for next year, and we're looking forward to having more people use air guns for deer hunting and hog hunting and just getting out in the woods and enjoying themselves.
So I was talking with Cameron a little bit about the different states allowing the use of air guns, and I believe you said, what is it, 19 states now allow?
Yeah, I think it's 18 or 19. We've got a couple that are kind of doing some preliminary stuff right now, so I tend to lump them in there, but they're not 100% to the finish line yet. But we were able to go down to Georgia this year. Georgia's in a 1-year trial period, and caught. I was able to get 2 deer with an air gun, and my buddy Rick Ward has been out chasing deer with an air gun, and another buddy Eric Blanford from Iraq Veteran 88's got a couple with his. So, and we've got even more hunters sending us pictures all the time saying, hey, we're active hunting it with air down in Georgia. So it's growing. Obviously here in Texas still legal for all game animals, and seems to have taken off pretty well. So.
Well, folks, you need to check out Air Force air guns. They are absolutely amazing. Luke and I shoot them, and so how does someone get a hold of you, Cameron, if they're interested in purchasing a big bore or just an air gun?
Well, you can always call us, but probably the best thing to do is check out our website, airforceairguns.com. We've got our full line, full specs. Got some videos on there, some of your videos and Luke's videos are on the website, so people can check them out. And then, you can always give us a call too. We've got our number listed there on the website, so you can call in and talk to Rachel or Leah. Our awesome customer service gals are always happy to give you a rundown. So.
Very good. Well, I look forward to, we're going to try to do a hunt, I think, late February maybe, or something. We'll get together again and see if we can't put some pork in the ground, huh, buddy?
I like it. I love it.
Well, thank you for joining us here today,
Jeff.
and had a great time. And folks, we'll be back after this next commercial.
Hi folks, it's your old buddy Luke Clayton, and this ain't your grandpa's pump-up air gun. This is the Texan made by Air Force Air Guns, and it's the most powerful production air gun in the world. A few years ago I started shooting these when they first came out. I actually had a chance to test. They didn't really need any testing, but to shoot one of the 10 prototypes when it first came out. Now this is the improved model. This tank pressures up to 3,625 psi. This gun will develop, I believe it's 750 foot-pounds of energy shooting a 520 grain bullet. So this is your big daddy of air guns. If you want to get into hunting or shooting air guns, you don't have to shoot a 520 grain bullet. I shoot a Nielsen specialty ammo bullet that's, I think it's 340 grains. But here you go. Check these out online. You can go to airforceairguns.com and check them out. But this is the one I've hunted with a lot. I've probably killed 30 hogs and a bunch of exotics, and I'm going to get after the deer here in Texas this year with it. airforceairguns.com.
Y'all ready for some music? Yeah. All righty. Put your hands together for Johnny Berkut and his lovely wife, Carla. And don't forget Papa Cass in the back. You boys got it.
Thank you, Fairly, very much. Once again, thank y'all for having us. The song's called Let the Horses Run. Just some little boys, how to have a little fun, and went for a ride in that summer sun, and somebody turned around, saw that smile. I heard him say, let the horses run, running like the wind. Waited for this moment, never wanted to end. Just let the horses run, running like the wind. Made it to this moment, I never wanted to end.
Some of the river wanted to cut this down.
Right. I'll buy a ticket now. Can. Ain't that just sometimes about 70 days?
It's time. All right, we have just poured up.
Oh, yeah.
How about some? You always hear about camp coffee or river coffee.
River coffee.
Well, this coffee was made right here about 8 o'clock this morning.
I know because I called him. He was doing it.
I was making the coffee. We'll go into sometime soon. It's so easy, but boiling this coffee takes the acid out of it, and it makes it so tasty. Some people call it river coffee. Yes, sir.
That's good river coffee.
It is. And notice there are no grains. No grains, coffee grains in there.
I noticed that. You know, the last time I had river coffee, I was down on Toledo Bend with my brother,
and he made coffee over the campground, and didn't have a top on it, right? And it started boiling over, and he went over and broke a limb off of a tree, whittled down it, put that limb across that pot, and it didn't boil over.
You know what? Now would be an excellent time, Friendly. We're always talking about outdoor cooking. This is so simple, but it's something that most people want to percolate or use their Keurig or whatever.
Yeah.
Say this makes a lot of coffee.
Oh yeah.
Put some water, just water in there, and get it boiling. Okay. Watch it, and then when it starts boiling, cut it off and throw about a fistful of coffee in there. I don't really measure it, but I'll take about a handful of coffee, and then you might want a little bit more.
Yeah.
And then let it set for about 15 seconds. Just let it till that boiling stops. Take some cold water and pour it in there, and those grounds will go down to the bottom.
Well, I guess that's what that stick was doing, making them grounds go to the bottom.
Maybe so. But that's the whole key to good camp coffee. In my humble opinion.
That's good coffee. Man, that's good.
All right.
Hey, it just makes
we couldn't pass up a good cooking tip.
That's right. There you go.
It makes this coffee taste
Hold that coffee.
Oh boy, look at here. Woo! Now you made that right on the fire.
Well, do you see the old cast iron pot there?
Right there.
That was made in the coals early this morning. Yeah.
Good.
All right, folks. 1989. Who is this guy? Holy cow.
19. See what happens in about 80 years, folks? If you're not here yet, it is coming.
Well, welcome back, folks. That wraps up our show today out here at the Winter Ron-De-Voux with our dear friend Luke Clayton. What an event. Was this not awesome?
I had an absolute ball today. I really did. Friends that I haven't seen in a long time. A rendezvous. You know, the old trappers, the mountain men would come down after their trapping season, and they'd have a rendezvous. Well, this might have been a little bit different in the way they conducted theirs.
Right.
Theirs were pretty rambunctious affairs from what I've heard. But it was a great time. Thanks to Friendly and Randy Kuhn for having the land here and all that. All these awesome musicians, they came out just to be with us, you know. I mean, they
absolutely gorgeous weather. We had a lot of booths and vendors out here. A lot of good cooking.
I started that cobbler. I'm looking behind us, folks. That cobbler Dutch kettle. I don't see any more cobbler.
No, we pretty much killed that.
Next year, I think I'll make use a bigger Dutch kettle. You know?
Well, next year for sure.
Yep.
I think this thing's going to become an annual event, and we sure enjoyed having our friends and the musicians, like you said, and family members, and just a great day. Lots of fun, lots of good food, lots of laughs, and
we're usually out tracking down a squirrel with a pistol or whatever, but this was a little different for us.
It was.
But it's people need this type of setting too. Need to get together as groups. You know.
Well, stay tuned, folks, because next year, same time, same place, we're going to be right back here again doing the Winter Ron-De-Voux right here in Greenville, Texas. So for Luke and I guess we'll say so long, and another great adventure. Huh?
Happy hunting and fishing. Tune in next week too. We got to have a good one planned.
Yes, we do. And for all of us here at Sportsman's Life, we want to wish you all a Merry Christmas and be safe in the outdoors. Until next week.